What do you want to present yourself to the people as? Rashad.
Yeah. Or no, RJ.
I told you all of your life that our name is a legacy. Have I not always told you that?
Nice.
So you carry that motherfucker with pride, all right?
Okay.
I got two young individuals that I was blessed to have the honor of being their father, and the reason why I grind and do a lot of the things that I do, even when I don't want to do it, so that they can live a beautiful life. And then the queen herself, the princess, the one who thinks she run the castle, my one, my only, my first, my daughter, Miss Miracle. But she said Dad called me Myra. And I guess we gotta call her Myra tonight. So and then two, a lot of people think I have to go to school to be successful in being a business owner. I gotta go out and get a master's in business before I can go out and start a business, and that's the wrong mindset. Every business that I have, I've early on I taught myself. So like my shuttle service, I taught myself.
Personal talk, let's have a personal talk. Personal talk, let's have a personal talk. Personal talk, hey, yeah. Let's talk personal. Let's talk about that shit that's deep inside, is really hurting you. Let's talk about the industry and how they overworking you.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here on the Tlkn Prsnl Podcast with your host, the one, the only Shaod. And again, as always, I know y'all hear me said every single episode, this one will be the best episode. This one gonna be it. Tonight, this is really gonna be that one. This one is gonna be special for multiple reasons and a lot of circumstances. And so I hope y'all really appreciate this episode, because I'm really letting y'all into my real life and behind the scenes and some real personal and vulnerable stuff. Tonight I got two very special people. I got two young individuals that I was blessed to have the honor of being their father, and the reason why I grind and do a lot of the things that I do, even when I don't want to do it, so that they can live a beautiful life and they can have a head start in life. So ladies and gentlemen, please accept and appreciate my two children, the one, the only, Rashad Jr., and then the queen herself, the princess, the one who thinks she run the castle, my one, my only, my first, my daughter, Miss Miracle. But she said Dad called me Myra. And I guess we gotta call her Myra tonight. So what's up, y'all?
What's up?
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You nervous?
I'm good.
Keep it 100. You nervous?
A little.
All right. So, I told y'all we gonna have fun, and Rashad, the last I want to say week, your sister been kicking my door in every day after school. Yo, Dad, I'm ready to do an episode. And so you seen the episode that her and I did. Mm-hmm. And you made me almost cry and sad earlier, but we'll talk about it later. But she been beating my doors down like, Dad, I need to talk. Let's get into the episode. To the point she came downstairs. We was in the studio fixing some stuff up, and she came down there in full uniform. So now, you know, normally I don't have nobody at the house, but now we've been shooting the podcast almost every week, and so now Miracle done got accustomed to when we have guests, they here to get on the podcast. And so that day, Cousin Ebony had came up here just to help me do some more stuff in the studio. Mm-hmm. But Miracle thought she was coming to do an episode. And so Miracle ran upstairs to her room and put on the full gear, which I have on right now. Normally when we talking personal, when we talking about some real deep stuff, we jump into the I don't look like what I've been through attire. But now you see the new merch, you know what I mean? We looking sweet out here. We got these in all colors, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about how much to y'all later on. But my man, he say, Dad, you only got one? I'm like, yeah, we got some new merch over there. But yeah, so I'm excited, y'all. We about to have fun. And I asked y'all what y'all wanted to talk about. And y'all said y'all wanted me to talk about your mom. So I'm going to let y'all talk and ask the questions that y'all want to ask. But Daddy ain't going to hold back on his responses. So if you really want to know the answer, don't ask me, all right?
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna hold back. And I told you might look at your mother's a little different if I really told you the answers. It's okay, man. I'm going to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, also, I can't be rude, man. I ain't going to put on Front Street, because she asked me not to. And she said, Rashad, I will get up and walk off this goddamn set. So I can't show her beautiful face. But ladies and gentlemen, I got my beautiful queen to the left of me. My son, this is his first time actually meeting her. Daddy got him one, right? She a nice one, huh? Nice little smooth little piece. Look, we had dinner earlier. And so that was a good one. And this is grape juice. This ain't nothing else. This is grape juice. So we had dinner earlier. And so my beautiful girl, she come up at the conversation. And so Miracle say, oh yeah, tell him about her. Oh, and you're gonna like her and the dog. So Michelle like, oh, all right. But she nice, she a beautiful one, right? I can't wait to show it to the world. They hear me talk about her all the time on the podcast, but that's about to be wifey's, huh? So I hope you like her. She still got to pass the test for you. But I told her when you was coming downstairs to meet her, I said, now, this your first time meeting him. You got to bow. But nah, so what's up, man? Talk to me. Y'all said y'all had a few things to talk about. And I was saying you had me almost crying earlier because just for the people so we can be transparent, we're going to be honest. We haven't seen each other in about 8 months, right? And so for the moment you hopped in the car, you just started talking and you was just going for it. And you was like, yeah, and the podcast. So it was a proud moment when you still was checking in on Pops through YouTube. Like he realized was able to tell me all the little joints we done did, me and Miracle did, how long the video is. Like my man really analyzed and dissect the entire script. So he like, yeah, I seen you on Miracles. It was about, I don't know, I think it was like 48 minutes or maybe like an hour, but I was only able to watch the first 20 minutes because I had a meeting. What you say you had to go? Your Kappa meeting?
Yeah.
So what's that? Talk to us about that. What's your Kappa meeting?
So it's a fraternity group that I think it's meetings every 2 months. Every 2 months or like every couple weeks. And they do a couple weeks ago or like 2 weeks ago, they had this conference that went out of town. But I had something to do. I did this poetry competition. Mm-hmm. So basically, it was like a lot of just like seminars about like CPR, like entrepreneurship, like what to do, how to spend your money on things you need and like not what you like want. Yeah. So just stuff like that. So we had these two guys come in and talk about just like it was insurance companies. So they're like, oh, name the insurance mascot. So like the little gecko from Geico. Flow from Progressive and a couple things and like what insurance can cover and stuff like that. So it was cool. It was all the meetings are 2 hours long, but you learn how to do it.
Real quick though, how old are you?
11.
Damn, my man, 11, man. I hope y'all catching this. Another thing that made me feel so good inside and warm inside earlier. You've been saying it all day, like that. I'm the spitting image of you. Like I'm just like you. They've been arguing about these glasses. Y'all know in the other episodes, Jamal was hating on me because I had my glass. Like, he was really hating on y'all dad last night. He hated I had these glasses. I said, listen, man, Just tell me I look good, man. Like, damn, it's okay. You can tell me, like, it's we cousins. Just tell me you. So he was like, all right, man, you look good. I'm like, all right, that's all you had to say. He was hating on me. But I'm about to take it up a notch. Another thing that you were saying, like, you were spitting imaging, but they've been fighting over my glasses because she like, no, I look good in him. No, I look like him because I'm the spitting image of him. So, yeah, you had Daddy up there about to cry a little bit while I was driving the whip. You enjoyed the roads today?
Oh, it was nice.
That thing was nice, huh?
I've been in
You know, I normally don't bring it out when it rains and when it's messy outside, but I felt it was a little special day, so we can go ahead and pull it out for you, but you're going to have to wash that joint tomorrow, all right? All right, first thing in the morning, we're going to get up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to go get it washed, all right? RJ, like, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. When we go over here, we got all these new rules. What's up with you, man? You good? You just want to be the queen and look pretty, huh? That's it. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first with your questions. Now, again, y'all better be careful what you ask me.
I'm
But
worried about her.
y'all said y'all want to do a Q&A, and I'm gonna do a Q&A as well. So you got the floor. We're gonna let the ladies go first. What's your first question? And it can be for me or for your brother. You ain't gotta be all me.
Hey,
And don't put the cute voice on. You gotta talk up so the people can hear you.
okay, my first question to you is
To me or your brother?
to you.
Okay.
So, how did you and my mom meet?
This is going to be a long story.
Real.
I knew you was gonna do this, man, because this little girl, she's very curious at this age. How old are you?
14.
Hey, 14. Don't talk in the mic that deep. It's gonna go too high and it's gonna blow the speakers out of some people's stuff. But 14, they get real curious, and at this point in my life, with a 14-year-old girl in the crib every day, I'm ready to wring some damn necks every day. Yes. But 14, how did I meet your mom? So, I can't tell you this right now. Jamal like, no, nigga, yes, you can do it. I'll give you how I met her, but I can't give you the full story. You'll have to wait till you become an adult so Daddy can really break it down to you as to how I really got her. Babe, I said I'm gonna be good. I got you. Like,
She look mad.
She over like, Rashad, So, your mom and I met through a mutual friend. And she knew the guy first. And I knew the guy. So, he was our mutual friend. And she reached out to him and told him that she was interested in me. You know, that was a nice little fly little dude, you know what I mean? I was like that. I was, you know, fresh in the Army or whatever, you know what I mean? That when I was in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, you know what I mean? So, she got my number or whatever, and we just started kicking and having fun, and eventually I used to spend a lot of time with her and Quan, and then I shipped off to Afghanistan. And I got an Article 15 telling me that I got a young lady pregnant. And at the time, I was married to Rashad's mom. And in the Army, if you are married and you have relations with someone else outside of your marriage, it's called adultery. Well, not just in the military, because adultery is that in real life. But that's like an Article 15 is like how you can get like a traffic ticket or a criminal appearance in court, right? And so in the Army, you got to go see the commander, and your commander gives you punishment depending on what you did. Because sometimes it has to go up to a higher level. But I'm in Afghanistan, and I got called into the office, been told that I got somebody pregnant, and so then you popped up. There you go. I'll tell you the real story, the nitty gritty when you get older. Right there, you can't hear it. Rashad, we're gonna pass it over to you. What's up? Talk to me. Now it can be for me or your sister.
All right, so this is my first question to you. So what is the hardest thing you have to do in the boating business right now?
The hardest thing for me as the CEO that I am, and having multiple businesses, it's me having to get out of the mindset of always having to show up. So not feeling bad that I'm not showing up to all my different spots every day and helping out, and understanding that I've hired great people to work, and so delegating is great, and delegating has given me the freedom to move the way that I'm able to move. So the hardest thing for me is just, I guess, wanting to be in all these places but not being able to be there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's like it's more of a mental thing.
Mm.
So my question to both of y'all, because it's my go, is what's up with all the drama? Because you got drama in school. You got drama in school. Now we ain't talked in a while, but I told you your teachers still email me. They still call and all that. So I know y'all both been caught up in some drama. Why y'all got so much drama in school now?
Who do you want to start, me or her?
Yeah, it don't matter. Y'all both can. Like, what's up? Why y'all have so much drama now?
Because I have something to talk about. So,
all right, talk to us.
I had a crazy week. So since we didn't have school on Monday, it was kind of like, just chill. So we came back to school on Tuesday, and Tuesday was kind of just like a regular day, so nothing really happened. So on Wednesday, like around lunch, some girl, she got like slapped, and it was like a personal slap too. Like the other girl was like mad at her, but she really like kept to herself and stuff. So it wasn't like she didn't really have any reason to get slapped. So then it was like I had gym that day. So basically, as soon as we came out of the locker room, we had to go to our lockers, get our stuff, and then just get on our buses and just go home. So when I'm like coming up the stairs and out the entrance, it's like this big just like horde of people. It's like a lot of people. So it's like concert type of people. So basically I'm like, what's going on? And they're like,
concert?
Yes, like
a stampede?
Like a stampede. Crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy. So basically, I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh my gosh, so such and such is about to fight this girl. And I'm like, isn't that the like girl that got slapped earlier? And she's like, yeah. So it's some random girl. So I just go up to like wherever was about to happen. And I'm trying to get to my bus so I can just go home and just come back to school the next day. Just trying to lay low. So all the teachers, like these two principals, all the teachers are like outside. And then these two principals, as soon as the girl like went up to her, or because she was trying to find her, so she was in this one spot, but the principal had told everybody to disperse. So when I'm just walking to my bus, I was like, okay, I got a clear route. So then the girl sees the other girl. So like I'm right here walking to my bus, and then I'm thinking the girl's following me. So I'm like, it was kind of weird. So then all these people just start running, and then I almost get tripped over. And then my bus was like right there. So I'm like, what is going on? So they never ended up fighting because when she started running after the other girl, the principal caught her. So they took her to the office or whatever, and that was that. So I had missed my bus because all the people. So I go back in the office.
Nah. We ain't gonna blame that shit.
No, I'm serious. I had missed the bus.
You missed your bus because you trying to see what's going on.
No, I wasn't. I promise you. I was trying to get on the bus. So I go to the office or whatever to call my mom, and like, that I just missed the bus. So she's calling me an Uber. And then some girl, she just comes out crying. So I'm like, what is going on? And basically her mom was like really mad at her. She was like an African mom. So basically,
She was what?
She was an African mom, so she had the accent or whatever. So she's like pushing her. She's like, I'm going to buy you this because something. So she wanted to be a racist. So basically, the girl, she was calling like people black monkeys and stuff, and it was really crazy. So she was like being super racist the full day, but I had nothing to do with it. I'm just trying to get home. So basically, she's just like pushing her out of the office really hard. Then I don't know what compelled the mom to do this. I go back outside waiting for the Uber, and she just starts screaming. She's like, Eden is a racist. She's a racist. And we're all like, what are you doing? And she's crying as hard as she can. And she's just like pushing her to the car. And she pulled off like really fast, screaming out the window. She's like, she is a racist. And I'm like, and we were all just like, okay. So Thursday, it was the same thing. So some other girl, it was like this girl named Emily, basically. And she was gonna fight. I think it was the same girl that was gonna get that got slapped at lunch the day before, or it was some other girl. So after that happened, I didn't miss my bus this time. So they all get into the clump or whatever, or the horde of people, and then she swings at the girl, but some tall dude pulls her back. So she's like trying to get out of his arms. She gets out of her arms, and then some other dude pulls the other girl back. So everybody's like, what is going on? Is this going to happen or not? So basically, after that, that was just like crazy. So it was like a 2-second fight because she had like shoved her and she had like shoved her back. So we're like, if this is not going to happen, what are we all here for?
Right.
So like,
these motherfuckers are 11 years old.
So like, if this is not going to happen, let me just go. So I didn't miss my bus. So then it's Friday, and Friday, it was like, I don't even know what happened on Friday. So I was in my third period. I just had got out of class, and basically, I'm where like the big theater is for, cause I had theater class. So I'm where like the big auditorium is or whatever. So good thing I was there. So basically earlier that day, some 8th grader, he had brought a knife into the school. So we didn't know that. The only thing that we knew was some guy in the neighborhood, he had like a gun, and he was walking towards the school. So that's what was like told to us by the teachers. So we didn't know that the 8th grader had brought a knife to school. So that was the only problem. So we had to go on lockdown/shelter for like 20 minutes. So they caught the 8th grader and they got the guy. So after they released us to go to lunch, because it was lunch, and I was really hungry. I did not eat anything all morning. I was like, this is holding up my lunch, man. I'm hungry. So basically, after they let us go to lunch or whatever, all these police cars are just coming to the driveway. So I'm just going downstairs to go to my locker, just get my lunch, and just eat my lunch, and just go to my next class and get the day over with. All these teachers are just like, trying to hurry up and get to the door so they can like, because the main office, it was like this big square glass type of thing. So they had to like get all these blinds and just board up the main office. So nobody could really see what was going on. It was like nobody really cared, but it's not like we didn't care. It's just like we were unbothered about what just happened. We weren't really worried about it, even though it was a dangerous situation. But then, as I'm going upstairs, the same 2 principals from yesterday, they're like running through the hallways. They got their walkie-talkies. They're like beeping and anything. And they're like pushing everybody out the way. They're like, do not follow. Do not follow. So I'm going to the lunchroom, and where they were headed was upstairs. So like I wasn't following them, but I was behind them.
Yeah, right.
So I'm telling you. So they went up the stairs, and then when I was about to go into the cafeteria, there's this big long hallway. And basically, they like split these 2 girls up, and it's the same girl that got slapped at lunch and then was in the fight on Thursday. So she's getting fought again. So I don't know she really doesn't do anything to anyone. So
What grade are you in, man?
I don't know why she was getting fought by anyone, but
I said, what grade are you in?
I'm 6. All this is happening.
Do y'all understand this shit, man?
It's crazy. But then another one. So look, we had fight week, but all the fights that happened ended up being like 1 or 2 seconds, or the teachers split them up like immediately. And like once everybody was like getting around the fights, all the teachers were like, you know what, just go back to class, go wherever you were, go home. So it was was just
So they
boring
was
as
wasting your time.
It was wasting our time. We were like, no, seriously. We're like, is this going to happen? Yes or no? It was
Y'all
really,
setting up bouts and shit. It was gonna
it was
go down.
really crazy, but
What, y'all got stuff like that in your school? Well, talk to me, because you don't talk to me about this. Tell me, what happens?
I
It was-
snipped it earlier. I don't know. I don't know what else happens.
It was this other girl. Her name's Trinity, and it was my best friend.
Oh, Lord.
And my best friend, somehow she found out that Trinity was basically talking about her, and Trinity got mad at her just because she pushed her jacket off the bleachers. And I had to hold Mariah back because she was about to beat the mess out of Trinity. So I had to hold her back, and then the other girl holded Trinity back, and then the principals came, and there was like a huge circle around them, and my best friend, she was not joking at all. And then I was like, Mariah, you need to calm down and stop. And then she was like, no, I'm not gonna calm down. And then I was like, okay, so basically I moved out the way, and like they were like 6 feet away from each other, but at the same time, everybody recording, everybody like hyping them up just to fight. And then I was like, why they hyping them up? Because the principal was in the hallway.
Right.
And everybody
This
was
was lunchtime?
No, it was like breakfast time, and like
Damn, as soon as y'all get to school, y'all ready to go.
because the 8th graders and 7th graders eat breakfast together, and then they'll like go back downstairs. And then so the security guard had to pull the girl outside because there was like a police car outside in front of the school. And the other girl, she had got suspended. Trinity, yeah, she got suspended.
Trinity is your best friend.
No,
Who was your best friend?
Mariah.
So Mariah got suspended too? Damn.
She
Why y'all fighting so much? What anger do you have?
Well, it's like it depends on what that person says or does.
Okay, hold up. So you said the girl was mad because she had pushed her jacket off the bleachers?
Yes, and I was like, that's stupid,
You're
right?
mad because she threw a jacket?
Exactly, and she wasn't paying attention.
That don't sound. There has to be more to the story.
Well, if
No,
you,
it just doesn't
well, like,
sound right.
yeah, it,
I mean,
it
if
didn't.
it was an expensive jacket, I would get it, but
It wasn't, but like, I was
what
like,
are you getting upset for?
exactly. I was so confused, and I was like, and I asked Trini, I was like, what's the issue? Like, why are you getting mad at her just because she wasn't paying attention and she moved your jacket? You could have said like, pay attention next time. She was like, okay, and I don't care. I was like, okay, forget it. So, like, Mariah, she had to get pulled outside of the school building, and Trinity, she had got suspended for like a couple days, and Mariah had got detention. And
In school detention?
yes,
All right, listen, lover boy. I know you trying to get sexy for the camera and lay back, but you looking at the monitor. You got to look at us.
Okay.
You looking good on the camera, son. You look just like your father. We all right? We good. We looking all right. Just relax. Don't worry about the monitor. Just enjoy the ride. Now do me a favor. Go ahead and take your hat off.
This is not.
All right, show us the haircut. All right, hit it around. Let's see it. Stand up and go over the show camera too. There you go, right there. Turn it to the left and the right. Bow, bow, bow. All right.
Okay, so
Oh, hold on. Sit on the Versace. Stand up. Grab them. Yeah. $500.
tell you the story behind this. So basically, there's this. I go to this mall.
Nah, yet. Let me say something, son. Your haircut looks fabulous. Daddy just talking shit. Your hair looks great. I like it on you. It's clean. Daddy got to cut his hair. Make sure you talking to the mic.
but
So
I'm rocking my braids right now, but I had a deal with this special young lady right here, and I have to stand up to our agreement. But you look good, son. Your
Okay.
hair looks good.
Okay, basically.
Your sister hating on your haircut.
No,
'cause
I'm
she
not.
wants your hair, I guess. But tell us about that. Why were you pissed at your mom?
Okay, so what happened was I go to this mall about like
And you know the last time you was over here, you was asking me you was telling me that I want to keep my hair, and me and your mom got into it because I called her and I went off and told her let you keep your hair.
I know.
So that's
She told me, she's like, your dad needs to stop. You are not keeping your hair. I was like, I need to keep my hair. So basically, I go to this mall like every like twice every 2 weeks. So basically, I just usually get it shaped up. So my hair was just like a nice, just chill. It was like I would sponge it sometimes, just put some product in it, and it was just nice. It was okay. So I usually just get it shaped up. So mom, she had sent the barber a picture, but I didn't know what the picture looked like. So I'm like, it's probably like some design or something weird. So she just starts cutting, and I'm like confused because like all these clumps of my hair are falling out. So I'm trying to like put the pieces together. So my grandma, she shows the barber the picture again. She was like, okay, his mom wants this. I'm like, my jaw dropped. I'm like, so she's just cutting away. I'm like, no one told me about this. So I get home. She was like, you look so good. I was like, stop. No, I was like, my hair was fine. But the thing that really made me upset was every time I go to that mall, there's a Panda Express there. So every time I get my hair cut, I just go to the Panda Express. And I was really mad. I really didn't want to talk. So I'm just like walking to the car. I'm just like storming to the car. I have my hood on. And then my grandma, she's like, you don't want Panda Express? So I'm like, I'm hungry right now, and so I just walk in the place. I don't say anything. I was just super upset. So I didn't say anything. I was so upset.
You know what, man? It is so. I'm laughing because y'all really are entertaining. Y'all really we got to do this more often. We got to stop putting out episodes every week. But it's so entertaining for y'all to be able to hold this type of conversation, and y'all really just spitting on what the hell y'all go through as kids. So I kind of now, not that is an excuse. Are we doing glasses on or off? Because y'all don't take y'all shit off like y'all.
I don't know.
Y'all don't got smooth on me. What we doing? We got to stay in character. What we doing?
I'm going to keep mine on.
All right, well, let's get them back on now.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine on.
But it's kind of cool to actually hear the stuff that y'all go through, because we as parents, I promise you, we don't think that y'all going through what the hell y'all going through. So, can you imagine trying to get your work done in class and you just thinking about Mariah, them motherfuckers, toss trainer jacket down, and he talking about Evelyn on smack the white girl. Y'all got I told you what I tell you earlier. I said y'all really need cameras in school. Because it's like y'all have a reality show within the school.
Oh, we do? Okay, so we do have cameras. It's this one class. So the class is called Lights, Camera, Literacy. So it's basically like a film class. So it's like you're supposed to make like small movies, basically. But no, I've never seen anyone just like record like a day in the life of a Lorderman student. Just record what goes on, and luckily something happens. Yeah. Like I mean, not anything like really bad, but
so
just
you're
like
trying to blog within the school.
Basically.
You thought about that?
I did once when I was in the class.
My nigga, man. Come on, you just like your father, man. We be thinking outside of the box, man. Go ahead.
So, I did that class in like the beginning of the year for like I think the first month. But then I moved to my theater, so my whole schedule just got changed around. So I had to drop that class and just take instead, because they're like, okay, do you want to take theater, or like do you just want to stay in Let's Camera Literacy? Because you can't do both. Because I already had my 3 electives or my 4 electives, and they're like, okay, so if you want to do this, you need to switch something out. So I was like, I might as well just do Lights, Camera, Literacy. It's because what we were doing, because we weren't doing cameras until like the first 2 months had passed. So basically we were just like, okay, because I understand, but it was like those small, it was like there was like these like small little cameras, and they were giving us all these instructions. It was like some of them
cute,
I was
right?
like, some of them I was like, yeah, you actually need them, but like they were just like they're overcomplicating things. They were like, okay, this is the on button, and then this is the volume button. And I was like, it was obvious that was the on and volume button. But like the things are like uploading it to the computer, you kind of figure it out. You have to like let yourself go. You have to learn it yourself.
Right.
So I had to drop that class for theater. So I'm doing it next year. So I'm super excited about that. It wasn't a bad class, but since I didn't do full one, because there's these classes. So right now I take Spanish. I used to take Spanish 1A, but now since like a couple things had like passed, I do Spanish 1B. So next year, if I decide to do languages, I'm going to do Spanish 2. So that's going to, so if I want to get into a competitive college, I got to do languages for 4 years. So basically, we only have 2 foreign languages at our school, which kind of sucks because I'm like, maybe someone just wants like a unheard of language. Because I think I tried to do Swahili by myself for like a week, and like I wasn't really picking anything up because like when I like looked up, I was like, just like Swahili lessons, they weren't really saying anything. They was just like, they weren't really saying anything. So, the French people, the French teachers, they're like really mean to everyone. My Spanish, Spanish is okay. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to do Spanish next year because I was thinking about just doing it in high school because I have 4 years of high school. So if I finish this year, then I'm going to have like 3 more years. But then I was like, maybe if I just like do it in middle school because I have 3 years in middle school. So if I just get it over with and just have 1 year in high school, just like do that. But I just probably just want to do languages in high school and just do other electives. So maybe not languages next year.
He did. He's really me. That's why I'm just quiet, because I'm really watching him do the same thing that I do. It's actually dope to actually see this. You really perform like your dad, and you really operate like Pops, man. I'm proud of that. But anyway, let's get to it. So, damn, I don't even know where to go. Y'all really got me over here tearing up a little bit. It's cute. But I'm glad to hear you are you're very excited about your career when it comes to school. You're in the 6th grade. So to see, and maybe you could talk to your sister because she needs a little motivation and not taking school serious, but understanding that she's now at the age that school really matters. To a certain extent. And we're going to talk about school a little bit. If it were up to me, you guys wouldn't be in school. You'll be at home doing homeschool. Because I feel like the school systems now, a lot of the things that are being taught, it's really going to be relevant to you when you become an adult. For example, when I was in school, I'm taking AP classes. I graduated a year early, if you guys didn't know that. I was really involved with school, but I was taking a lot of, again, classes that I've never used to this day. Calculus, algebra, all that stuff is cool, but some of the history I don't agree with. So you guys wouldn't even be in school. You'll be at home, homeschool. Me and Miracle tried it before, and it didn't work out because every day Daddy was making Miracle cry. Because you remember that? I used to make her cry every day because I was too hard. But for me, as long as you know how to speak well, as long as you know how to write professionally, as long as you know how to calculate, your math, because when you become an adult, it's going to be very important for you to be able to do math like that. So I know now in today's world, we use a lot of Apple Pay or, debit cards or credit cards, and we're not really dealing with cash too much. But I've been talking to your sister about actually knowing and understanding how to count money, because when you guys do become adults, you're going to have to operate and utilize money. It's not all going to be digital, although a lot of the economy now is switching to digital. But it's kind of dope, man. This is dope. How much time we got? We got 20 minutes. So I think the question is on you, Miracle. You can ask me or your brother a question.
Miracle, how many times have you made honor roll?
To be honest,
Because I'm bragging about this, so.
to be honest, that would be like, I got honor roll when I was in elementary school, and I made honor roll last year.
Is that a thing in elementary school?
Yeah.
No, because I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't really surprised. In elementary school, I was really good in English. So the only AP class I'm taking right now is English. So it's really cool. But I made honor roll 3 times in a row this year.
Mhm.
So
That's good.
it's not about really just focusing. It's just about just knowing what to do,
Yeah.
just knowing what to do.
So are you telling your sister, be involved in the bullshit, but just make sure you get your work done?
Yeah, that's like, just like still have your social life, but just no,
Social
still
life.
have your social life, but just make sure you always do what needs to be done. That's all I'm saying.
Where do you get this mindset from, man? Like you really, you really, you don't understand. Like it's so cute right now, and I know you're a man, but cute. I'm gonna say that because it's beautiful to sit here and listen to you talk, because and some of our family members gonna be able to understand what I'm talking about, because at 3 and 4 years old, I was very intelligent. Both of y'all are very intelligent. But I'm really just watching you operate the way that I operated when I was your age. So when I was 11, I'm thinking about businesses. I'm trying to figure a way how to get the hell up out of this situation that I'm in to make sure that my mother and everybody else is good. So it's kind of dope to see how you actually break things down, how you don't. Some people enjoy our conversation, and some people we irritate them because we take too long to tell the story. But what we really do is, because we're very bright and kind of like on a genius level, because we can write movies in our head, we can, break things down a little differently than other people, right? So we think a little deeper, and some people, they just maybe like look at it for 2 seconds, where we actually sitting there looking at it for 2 minutes, because we dissecting everything, like how was it made, where did it come from, when was it established, and stuff like that. So it's dope.
I think that's like the thing I need to focus on now. So I can explain every movie in the Scream franchise, but I think the thing is, it's like, I know who the director was, but I know who all the characters were in the storyline. I want to know like more like what it took to make it, because I know it took a couple things to make the first movie and like to create Billy Loomis. So the name was already a thing. So I think it was the killer from the movie Psycho. I think, or a character from the movie Psycho or something, and then a character from the movie Halloween, and then they had to make that because one of the characters was named Billy, and then I think, and then in a whole nother horror movie genre, their last name was like Loomis, so they kind of had to like put it together, and the way the characters were made was like, I mean, the only one that I really know right now is Billy Loomis, what it took to make his character, so like I still got to do my research, so like about like what goes on behind the scenes and not just what happens in the movie.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
Yeah.
You actually that's dope, man. All right, now questions on you. What you got?
To be honest, I want to carry on my dad's legacy in the boat business.
That's dope.
And I want to get a master's degree.
And what?
Okay. So
Nigga.
so after high school, I obviously want to go to college. I want theater to be my major because I really want to do acting. I still want to help out with the boating business as much as I can. I want to get my
I
master's
asked him
degree, too.
earlier. I said, so what, he started talking about college. I said, all right. So y'all know, let me keep it 100 with y'all. So for many years, I struggled with, I'm going to be pissed off if I do all this work for my kids, start all these businesses, and they don't even have interest in carrying it out. But then I had to come to the realization that I have to allow you all to grow into the adults that you want to become. So although I hope and pray that all the businesses that I've created, that you guys want to continue it on. But I asked them earlier, I said, all right, so what about the business? Do I just give up your percentage of the company or what? You can't be the CEO and be out there, be the number one director, the number one movie star. And he's like, I don't know, I got to think about that one. But that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, it's on me. Is it on me?
Yeah.
You actually took one of my questions. Go ahead.
I haven't even thought about that. I haven't even gotten to spring break yet.
Well, you want me to tell you what summer's going to be for you, son?
Yes.
You're going to be working.
Okay.
I've already talked to your mother, and I told her this summer you're going to be working.
Okay.
Because y'all can actually run the business now. Y'all know how to answer the phones.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how to deal with the customers. Y'all been around it long enough to be able to say, all right, they can do it now legally. Miracle, you actually can work legally. You can actually, meaning you can actually put on the uniform and get paid and be going out and guiding customers. Rashad, you still got to stay in the background and help out with the paperwork, but you still can come and brief the customers and all that. But as far as you being able to take customers out by yourself because of your age, you're not able to. You, on the other hand, can actually take customers out and they got to follow you. Excuse me, stuff like that. But yeah, y'all always, I want that to be one of the conversations that we talk about, every year or two, where we coming back to the table and we seeing where you guys is head at, because of course you guys are 11 and 14 now, so what you want to do right now may not be what you want to do when you get a little older. You just may switch up your mind, and so let's always come to the table and talk about, all right, Dad, well, I said I wanted to go be this movie star, but I think now I actually want to venture off into becoming, I don't know, a software engineer. Just keep me up to speed on what y'all really are interested in so that we can move accordingly. Because like I said, back in the day, I wasn't hearing none of that. Y'all wasn't going to college. Y'all going, and you looking at me like that, and it's simply because I understand, or the way that I look at college is, it set people up in a good way, and sometimes it harms people. For those who are talented and who've been able to obtain a scholarship or full ride through college, I'm not talking about those people because they never. You can eat. Go ahead. They never really had to worry about student loans, right? But you have a lot of individuals in the world now. The President Biden, he's been doing the whole student loan forgiveness. So some people have been able to do away with their debt to school, but I don't agree with that portion. Me, I didn't have to pay for school because the military paid for it, but individuals who can't afford it, it puts them into debt. And what I don't agree with is the government giving someone a $300,000 and $400,000 student loan, but they won't give the same individual that have the same approval qualifications to get into debt for school, but they won't give that same individual money for a business. Does that make sense? So it's like they rather you be in debt, and it's putting you off on the wrong foot by doing it sometimes, because you have people like doctors, for example. They go to school for so many years, and yes, eventually they start making, what society say is good money, which is six figures. Yes, they start making that money, but also they still have all these big student loans that they're paying back for years. So if I can prevent you from, and then another thing too, a lot of people in the world, they have the misconception that you have to have a degree in order to be successful in certain fields, right? So, for example, for me, right, I have a master's degree in criminal justice. I don't do anything within the criminal justice field in any of my businesses. Now, I'm able to retain certain information, and I have an advantage with certain things like contracts and documents, because I've gone through school where I learned about certain laws and certain things. So I'm able to navigate through this whole CEO life a little differently than others, because they may not have the same education that I have. But I went to school for free. You get what I'm saying? So that's like one of the main reasons. Well, main two reasons. I don't want you guys. Well, you guys don't have to worry about it because your stuff is already paid for. But for those who don't have the same luxury that you all, which is having a parent to set you all up for success, that person is going into debt, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, however much money. And then two, a lot of people think I have to go to school to be successful in being a business owner. I got to go out and get a master's in business before I can go out and start a business, and that's the wrong mindset. Every business that I have, I've early on I taught myself. So like my shuttle service, I taught myself that. I did research. So when I was your age, I was going down to Chattanooga, Tennessee, to see my great grandmother. I mean, you guys both met her, but you of course probably don't remember her now. But I was going down to see Gigi mom and granny, and we used to always catch the shuttle with Groom's shuttle service. And so me, again, at your age, I was interested in knowing how things worked. I didn't understand it because no one around me understood business, right? So I was y'all age, picking up the phone, asking to speak to the CEO so that I can ask them, how do I go start a shuttle service? Or I was on the computer looking things up. I was reading, different articles and papers and stuff like that to figure out how do I also become one of the largest shuttle services in a demographic. And so that's how I found interest in my shuttle service. That was my first legal business. And I was only able to do that at a young age because I was teaching myself early on about credit. I was teaching myself early on of how to obtain a car loan, how to obtain a mortgage. I was interested in that stuff at a very young age. So when I first went into the military, a lot of my battle buddies, is what my colleagues are called, while they were interested in, this partying and only thinking about the military, I always had a plan to, all right, I'm going to use the military for what I can use it for, then I'm going to get out and I'm going to do my thing. And so that's kind of what did. So that's why I've been telling you for the last, 6 months. How long y'all been in school now? About 6 months, right?
I think so.
5 or 6 months. So I've been telling you you about to be an adult in 4 more years. 4 more years, technically, you're an adult. So all the stuff, and you hearing your little brother talk about it, it should give you a little motivation as to, all right, now I also, if my little brother is talking about this and he in the 6th grade, then I need to be, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does motivate me. It does.
All right, so y'all need to make sure y'all talk about that off the scene, because I had Miracle go to the library and I seen a book, and you probably can read it too. But I forgot the name of it, but it was a book basically giving different tactics and ways to deal with y'all school drama. Because I promise you, it's been cool to hear y'all talk about what y'all actually be going through in school, because I would have never thought that y'all in school arguing and you know, dissecting and finessing, and I would have never thought that y'all doing that in school. I really because when I was in school, I really wasn't caught up in the drama. Of course, I had people that I knew that was in drama, and of course, I hear about stuff, but I just wasn't interested in being involved with that stuff because I was worried about being able to make it out of my current lifestyle, and because I wanted better for myself and I wanted more. And if I ever had children and a family, I wanted to be able to provide them a different lifestyle. So I had that different mindset at y'all age. But who's it on?
I was
Hearing all the drama, but like not being in it.
What I'm going to say is you're going to be tempted. That I know.
That
I'm
is
gonna be
true.
serious.
That is true.
I'm actually being serious. You're going to be tempted.
Right.
But you have to. You still have to focus on like what matters. I'm serious. I'm serious. It may sound funny, but you're going to be tempted. I'm telling you. But you got to focus. That's just.
Say that again, son.
You're going to be tempted, but you still have to focus.
There you go. You hear that? Now, your sister, I've been telling her, and we're going to get off of this because I don't want to make her cry and think that we picking on her. But I've been telling her she's been, I don't know. I know when you were here and I was taking you to school, you know, me and you, we was getting into it because I felt as though I shouldn't have to come and wake you up so you can get ready for school at your age. You should be doing that because Miracle's been doing that since, I don't know, 3rd grade. She's been waking herself up and getting ready. So, man, you used to get into it. So with her, it's the opposite. She up and she's ready to shoot out of the door. And I'm like, I finally realized you excited to go to school because you about to go turn up for the day.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
He's talking about, mm-hmm. So I just, do you have that same mindset though? Do you be like, do you have moments to where, or do you think that, because Miracle she really uses school as a turn up moment. I never seen a kid, even though I was great in school, I sometimes didn't feel like going. I hated getting up early in the morning, and I still do to this day. I don't break my sleep. Don't wake me up. Let me wake up on my own. But do you sometimes be like, all right, I want to get the hell out of the house. I'm going to the schoolhouse and enjoy myself today.
You know what? I think it was this one time because so there this fight. Okay, I was talking to you about this. My math class is chaotic. It is really bad. No, it is really bad. They like throw papers all across the room. So like there's like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's like 6 tables. So there's like 2 up front, 3 in the middle, and then 2 in the back. So basically, me and my friends, we were all sitting at this table. We had just finished this test. Our teacher told us that we did really good on us. She was just like congratulating us. She was like, okay, you did really good on this test. So we hear this crash. We look over, and then these 2 girls, it looks like they're hugging, but they're like beating each other up. So we're like, what is going on? So the teacher, she's like what? She's a really old lady. So she's like running up to her. She's like, stop. So then she had to go get the other teacher in the other room. So then all the administration was like rushing in. So it was like 2 days later. Like, so the girl won, but the other girl was mad that she lost. So they were kind of planning round 2 for the next day. So I was like, okay, I'm really tempted for tomorrow. So it was just that one time. But any other time, no, I'm just trying to just go to school, just get out of there. So it's just that one time.
So you got a little excitement. You get a little excitement here and there, but you know, you good.
Yeah, keep it professional.
So why you? I mean, you living bad around here?
I'm sorry?
I'm talking to your sister. Are you living bad? So why you be trying to get up out of here to go turn up at the school?
Well, because
because you be a little too excited to go to school.
Because like
I mean, you be waking motherfuckers up early. I am ready to get up out of here. I'm listening, please.
Because like there's like a whole bunch of drama at our school, so I was like so tempted to like hear about it.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. I'm gonna shut up after this. But no. You don't. I learned this in like last year when I was in 5th grade. But you can't. I know you like the smallest thing. They can like you can get in trouble for, because when you said earlier that you trying to like hold your friend back, I get it. You're trying to like say like, oh, don't do this or whatever. You can't always do that, because they can just not frame you for something, but they can just easily bring you into it like really quick. Because if it's a bad thing, they're like and they ask them, they're like, who's there? They're like, Miracle, and that'll just be bad from there because they think you did something bad. But obviously you're until proven like guilty that you didn't that you did something bad, you just can't always be a part of it. Like even if you didn't do anything, and like you just can't be a part of it all the time. So I had to learn that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
So
y'all are dope, man. Y'all really dope. Y'all want to commit to this?
I really do. This is fun.
Exactly. It's fun though.
So we going now. Y'all get a taste of what Daddy be doing, but I be tearing them adults up on this thing. I don't know. So y'all create the show. I don't have to be involved. I can actually sit where Uncle Jamal is at.
Yeah, we need to do an episode, just me and you. That'd be
and I
interesting.
I can direct, and y'all can do your own thing, or I can be a part of y'all platform. Y'all talk about it, and if you're gonna be consistent with it, it has to be at least. I ain't gonna do y'all like me. You gotta do at least one episode a month. For right now, I would like to see one episode a week. But for right now, y'all gotta do at least one episode a month. So you're supposed to leave tomorrow, so maybe y'all can do it tomorrow morning. For y'all first one, and then y'all need to think about what's the name of y'all segment gonna be.
What shall we talk about?
Because y'all gonna be a part of Tlkn Prsnl Podcast, but you're gonna have your own segment. So we have an uncut segment. We have a childhood traumas segment. Cousin Ebony and Cousin Shika got their own segment, so y'all can have your own segment too. But y'all enjoyed it, this joint? Y'all enjoyed it?
I did, but I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead. Well, I was gonna say y'all have one more question, and then we're gonna move into another episode. So is this a question, or you have something to respond to?
I have something to respond to.
All right,
Not
go
question, but
to me or your brother, or to the people?
Yeah.
All right.
So, to be honest, I fear that I'm gonna end up like my mother.
Why?
Which one?
One. I only have one mother. I only have one mother.
Like me, it would be a good.
I have only one mother.
No,
what?
I'm saying like which one? But you're
What do you
Go
mean
ahead,
which
go
one? What do you mean which one? I got one
Go
mother.
ahead.
All right, what do you mean by you feel like you're going to end up like her?
To be honest, it's the way how she like responds and talks to me.
I thought she said brother. I'm sorry. I didn't know you said mother. I thought you said
I
brother.
said mother. No.
I was about to say, damn.
I said mother.
All right, but what do you mean like you feel like you'll end up like her?
To be honest, because like the way how she speaks to me and talks to me and treats me, and it's like, dang, it's like a blow in your face.
But what are you saying that you feel like you're going to end up like her? That's what you just said.
Because she called me her mini-me, and I was like,
What?
her mini-me. And I was like, and I was thinking about, I was like, am I going to end up like her?
What do you mean like you're going to end up like her?
Like how she acts.
Oh, you asking if you going to have a nasty attitude?
Yes, because I don't want to have a nasty attitude, but if she's like doing it right in front of me and treating me like it, I might end up like her.
What? But why would you end up like her because she's doing it?
Because like she's like doing it right in front of me, and it's like it's gonna pass probably like pass through onto me.
I don't think so. Because you know what's right and you know what's wrong.
If you are going to end up like her, it's probably going to be because you want to be in the drama.
Well, probably.
That's most likely.
So you want to be in a drama?
So guys, no, I don't. But people tell me like the drama.
This is confusing.
You said you was not gonna say nothing else.
I'm not saying anything bad.
You got to talk into the mic.
This is really confusing me.
Talk to us.
So, I mean, I really have nothing left to say.
No. Go ahead. What did you have to say? What's confusing?
How this whole thing, it's because like deep down, I think you're not telling us, but you want to be in the drama. But what I was saying a couple seconds ago, it's like you can't always be in it because as soon as they say you're there, it's just snap. They automatically think that you're doing something wrong. Because sometimes they won't even let you explain it to them. They'll just be like, oh, well, you were there, so you're in trouble, and you're going to do this and something. Even if, like, it was something just small or you didn't do anything at all, you were still a part of it. So you just got to make sure you stay out of the drama. As I said, it might be tempting, but you have to stay out of it. Because it's gonna end. That's how you're going to end up.
Dang,
So,
dang, you just said it in my phone.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
Podcast
it's
is all
true,
personal.
but
Tell the
dang.
This is dope, man. I really appreciate this, man. Yeah, you got one more question, and then we're going to end the show for the night, and then we can jump into another episode.
Question for me or a question for me to ask one of you guys?
To ask. Jamal, did you know any of this shit about Miracle?
I'm
Huh?
so confused about who all these girls are.
Did you tell them?
Exactly.
About who?
Did you hear about any of this?
What's going on? I don't know.
But it was like crazy and weird. I was like,
So these are the conversations that you and Mariah be having when y'all be on FaceTime, talking about drama.
yes, because like a lot of girls like
I'm doing a bad job at parenting.
because like
I got one motherfucker thinking about business, and I got another one.
because like every time me and Mariah like talk, we'll talk about like drama and like
All right,
talk
well,
about that person.
You ain't about to be talking to Mariah no more. I'm glad you're telling me this. We talking personal. High five. Good job. You done told on yourself. I appreciate
Wait,
it.
told myself how?
Yeah, because drama is with Mariah, too. You don't need to be focusing on drama. You're not in school for drama. Although it's entertaining, you're not there for that. But we going, ladies and gentlemen, because now Daddy about to get pissed off. And I'm ready to whoop some ass now. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This was dope, guys. This was really dope. I just have a question for y'all, and then I'm going to respond, and then we can close it. What's one thing that you appreciate about your dad? And what's one thing if you can change about your dad? We talking
You
personally, y'all.
One thing I appreciate is the love, because like as you said, not a lot of people get the luxury, or like not a lot of people like get to meet their parents sometimes, or their parents care about them. So it's like it's really good being able to know both of your parents and knowing that they're a part of your life. That's one thing I appreciate.
And what's one thing if you can be like, if I can change this one thing about my dad, this nigga actually be dope all the way around.
I don't really know.
Come on, you gotta give me one thing.
I'm trying to think. I don't really know.
No, I'm not perfect, so if you can change one thing about your dad, what would it be? You know your dad is a great interviewer. Like, when I tell you I come up with the most brightest ideas and questions, and it be off the dome. Like, you know, I got like almost 200 episodes written out in my phone. And we like episode, I think we like episode 20 in. We've only released maybe 7 or 8, but we're like in the 20s right now in episodes. So, and it's dope to see y'all that y'all actually are doing it freely as well. We don't have nothing behind the scenes. We don't have questions. This is free flow. So for the people and for the younger folks, because now y'all gonna bring some younger people into our audience, so that we can have a even playing field in an open space, so that we can teach some other children to be open with their parents, and for the parents to receive what their kids are saying. Because y'all know I used to be always yelling and screaming and I've tuned that down because I realized I was causing y'all to be afraid when you didn't need to be scared of your dad. It was because that's what I got. And y'all know how your grandmother is.
Definitely.
Y'all know she turned up.
Definitely.
I just saw the video. I just saw the prank that something on her.
Definitely.
I just saw the prank.
Definitely.
It was
So,
really funny.
you know, that's one thing. And I'm gonna come back to it. I want y'all to answer the question, then I'll come back to what I want to say. But go ahead. What's one thing that if you could say, if I can change this about my dad, this dude will be dope 100%.
Watch more YouTube.
Watch more YouTube?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Just like.
No, I'm talking about what is something about me, not what you want me to do. What is something about me that you not necessarily don't 100% don't like? But if you could say, all right, if my dad can do this a little different, maybe I'll be a little tight. You get what I'm saying?
Dang, that question really has me thinking. I'm trying to think.
You want to come back? You got your question, your answers ready?
I'm trying to think.
All right. So what's one thing that you really like and what's one thing that you would change?
To be honest, what I like about you, Dad.
Everything you goddamn say is to be honest. To be honest. Go ahead. We about to say, what's your phrase that you've been using the whole show?
Me?
What he been saying? He been saying this one thing. And with you is to be honest, to be honest. Go ahead.
I would say that the stuff that I like about you, that you're...
Demi, not in the middle of the show, girl. Give us another 30 minutes.
I would say, like, you're a caring father who, like, cares about their kids, like, very much and, like, does everything and, like, provides and gives their kids, like, whatever they want. And like, like, you lead their kids to, like, success. And,
now, what's one thing that you would, if you can change?
I'm still thinking about that. I really do not know.
And y'all not going to get in trouble, damn it. Just tell me.
Exactly. Like,
You know,
like
your
what?
Daredevil has
Exactly.
went, like, super low, which I like, because you used to be a really big Daredevil, and it used to scare me a lot. I really don't know. I
To be-
have nothing.
I would say, okay, okay. I would say, well, okay, I'm sorry, but what was the question again?
If you can change one thing about me, what would it be?
I would say, to make sure you become.
Let a bunch of stuff out.
Be quiet, cause you like
You
to
just been
comment,
building up all this stuff.
you've been getting on me ever since you got here.
I'm just surprised.
Like, be quiet.
Body's just not letting it all out. But go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, if you do,
Seriously, I'm gonna shut up.
well, you said that last time. But like I was saying before I got really cut off, I would say I want you to carry on your legacy.
I don't think.
But like, I don't understand your question. No, I don't. I just didn't say anything, but like, wait.
Nigga is my sweat 100%.
One thing about that, what would it be? One thing.
I would say,
Huh?
I would say like,
Hey, no.
like, I would say like, don't. What I would want you, like, for you to change is like, be quiet. But the thing is, like, because like you keep doing all this movement and like say something, it make me like, dang, I don't even want to say anything. Well, if you be quiet and let me talk.
I'm serious.
Let me talk. I let you speak. You're my let me speak mine.
Come on.
I would say, well, to be honest, I really don't understand your question because I'm confused. To be honest, I am.
All right, is your dad too mean? Does your dad yell too much? Does your dad, what's one thing that if you could change about me, if you had magic power and say, all right, I don't like when that nigga do that, bam, all right, he don't do it no more. What would it be? Now do you understand?
Yes, since you give an example.
This is why we do Barney style when we talk. This is why we break it down to where everybody understands. You say certain shit, they don't understand. She's talking about the carry your legacy and shit. And he over here like, what in the fuck is you talking about?
Okay, can I talk?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, like, since you just gave me that example, I would say, I would want you to change by like scaring me.
Scaring you how?
Because like you had me and RJ watch like scary movies like Candyman. Like we'd be so tired of watching that. And like no, be quiet because I sat there and let you speak your mind. You gonna let me speak mine? So no, shut your mouth. Be quiet. No, be quiet. No, I don't care. No, because like you let me talk because like. You be scaring us like when we were little. You sat there and left me and him outside in the hallway, and you had your door closed trying to scare us.
Right,
he was at the bottom
she
of
don't
the
understand
stairs.
what I'm asking.
Yes, I do.
You don't, because you talking about something that I did. I'm talking about now, currently present. You said about the marriage, so we were talking about rings and.
Okay, so basically that is what I wanted to ask you. Basically, be quiet and don't even say anything. I'm just saying because all
right, come on, cause y'all gonna keep going.
Because
I'm gonna end the show. I'm gonna end it with this. With you, Miracle, I really appreciate your hugs and what's multiple things that I can say. I appreciate your hugs the most. If I can change anything about you, it would be to be excuse me. Be a little bit more harder on yourself, and not try to find the easy way around. If you hit a brick wall, try to kick it down first instead of trying to just back up and go around, because you're not gonna always be able to go around or jump over. Does that make sense?
it did.
Rashad, both of y'all really don't understand, and maybe when y'all see the documentary, because y'all both are in a documentary, excuse me. But y'all don't understand what I've created. Y'all have only seen little bits and pieces, but when y'all actually see it put together, you'll really understand. Y'all know what I've been through in life, but not everything. But y'all will appreciate it more when you actually understand. And for you to y'all both got like warm hearts. So you also, you know, you always are the picker upper. So even when you're a little pissed off, you still could be like, oh, it's okay. So I appreciate that about you. I appreciate being able to look at you and see me in raw form. There's no script. There's no pretending. That's you just been who you are. And so I appreciate seeing you. And hopefully you take this serious. We had a conversation. I told both of y'all. Hopefully, I've been telling you about the cooking show. We don't supposed to have a cooking show. Shaod ain't cooked not once, and I done did several episodes.
No, I think you cooked like what, steak a couple videos ago.
Nah, that's when we did it. When all of us did the steak.
No, not no. It was like
I did tacos.
I think.
Was it?
No, it was.
Yeah, I don't eat meat.
It was called Beyond Meat.
No, he was like he was in the kitchen obviously, and then he was like talking about season. It was a couple days.
Yes,
ago.
Man, really
your
been
food.
this shit is so fascinating because he's really been watching me on YouTube.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago.
That's
or like
crazy.
or like a week ago. You made something. It was like
He really been watching the YouTube.
it was steak.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't steak because I don't eat meat. So it was something that maybe it was the Beyond Meat that you seen, but one thing that if I can change, I think I get on you a lot with staying in contact. You may think it's a lot to call me every day when you get home from school, but I want you to do that so I know that you made it home safe because I don't see you every day. So if I can change that, that's what it'll be. But I'm proud of both of y'all. This was dope. This was fun. I don't even want to stop. I want to keep going. But I want y'all to be serious. And don't think because I'm doing it that you all have to do it. But I promise you, a lot of people know you all just by seeing you on my Instagram and my Facebook and all that. Listen, you look good in the camera, son. Pay attention over here. He just over there set himself up, fixing the shirt. You look good, son. You are. You a sexy little dude, man. You got it. But I'm about to ask both of y'all something, and I'm gonna end it here. What's your flavor? What's your type? We talked about it a little bit earlier. I know you seeing the little chicks come through, and I asked you. I said you got the Hispanic chick. That's how I came to like the Spanish chicks, cause you know when I made it to middle school, I moved from DC.
What you meant by fun?
Exactly.
We have two different definitions of fun.
All right, well we can break that down, but we got to end the show. So just answer my question.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You got to talk into the mic.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You don't discriminate.
No. It doesn't.
So you'll even get a white girl? No or yes?
I guess. Yes.
Oh my God.
You guess.
I
So
no.
we gonna have to talk off scene.
You.
We ain't fucking with no white girls. No, I'm just playing, man. If that's what you like, then that's what you like, son. All right, now what's up with you?
Stop doing that. Like you've been doing that for the whole show.
You gotta watch you.
We need to watch you.
It's you and Marley. Marley's sneaky.
All right, come on. What's you keep talking about this dude Brandon? So let me tell you about your sister. So she's been grounded, right?
Yeah, she told me a little bit of it earlier.
Yeah, but yeah, I can get to her after you got talking to the mic.
Yeah, she told me a bit about it earlier.
So she thinks she's sneaky, and so y'all gotta understand. Pop started early. I was swinging and dipping and diving at a young age. And so I dived off the porch a little early, and so therefore I'm not too far from y'all age, which means I was this there around the corner a few years ago, so I understand the little tricks and trade of what you guys are capable of doing in school, especially with your mother, because that's where I met her at in middle school. And
I thought it was high school. That's what I.
You gonna say with that? I thought it was high school. I know it was middle school. I see. I've been digging them. I mean,
You want some more?
No, that's what I've been told. High school. That's all.
all right. No, it wasn't high school. It was middle school. But anyway, what the heck was I saying? What was I saying?
Something about Miracle being sneaky.
Oh yeah. Of course you remember that. Nah, I was just telling her like I you can't be sneaky with me, and so I intentionally gave her a computer to set herself up to try to go be sneaky. So you know what your sister was doing? She was on there searching up what does it mean when a boy sends you a black heart on a text message, and she thinking that. And I keep telling this so you know too, if you didn't know, just because you clear your cache. You clear your history doesn't mean it still can't be pulled back up. It still can happen. Your text messages, just because you delete them, they still can be pulled. Y'all both understand that, right? So being sneaky is not even necessary. Because if I want to know, I'm going to find out. But she was being sneaky in on the school computer, looking it up. Talk to her about it.
Do you want to do this on here?
No, we gonna do it off. We know.
The podcast is personal, so.
So why you asking?
I mean, do you want to talk about this now?
No, we'll talk about it on another episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's like, yeah, let's not talking about this shit right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. It's been fun. It's been great. And as always, until the next episode, peace.
Wave.